I pulled out the Hive Chapter 14. The referee was directly stunned. The audience below is asking what happened. The host and the medical staff of several rings also took to the ring. After some deliberation, the host picked up the microphone and said to the audience, "Guys, I'm sorry, the horse fighter's match is no longer possible, he has no signs of life, let's see off this great fighter. The host's ability to mobilize emotions is still okay. It's normal to be beaten to death in the ring. Usually at such times, the host will render the dead person. This is also to avoid frightening the audience below. Because death is something that everyone fears." The crowd below heard the white zombie dead. There was a lot of discussion. "He actually died. I thought he could still fight. I feel that this buddy may not be able to carry it. After all, it has played 3 games. It's really ruthless enough, in order to make money and take your life to bow." Chen Feng had already brought James to the white zombie. The staff of the stadium said to Chen Feng, "Please also mourn, there will be life and death when you go to the ring, and the contract he signed has been explained." Chen Feng nodded and said, "Okay, so the money he won." Hearing Chen Feng's words, the staff of the gym was stunned. Originally, he thought that Chen Feng would be very angry after getting this news. In the past, when people were killed in the boxing ring, there would be family members to make trouble. But this time, the family members of the fighters also seemed too calm. The staff quickly said, "We will pay the amount, just go to the counter to settle it." Chen Feng said with a smile, "Thank you." After speaking, he waved his hand and let James directly carry the white zombie. Then followed him to the counter. He first exchanged the money he had bet back. The total profit earned from betting is 280,000. After that, the staff gave the fighters another 300,000 yuan for the match they won. A total of 580,000. After seeing the arrival information of the bank card, Chen Feng was ready to leave the ring with James. But he had just reached the door. A strong man stopped Chen Feng. Seeing the strong man blocking the way, James next to him became vigilant, and his hand was already in his waist pocket. "There is a silver desert eagle. Hello. Our gym is very guilty of Mr. Ma's death. The boss said that he is ready to give you a compensation. She wants to see you." The strong man looked at Chen Feng politely and said. Chen Feng shook his head and said, "Tell your boss for me that you don't need to. We know the rules of the boxing ring, and we will come back next time." After speaking, Chen Feng took James around the strong man. The strong man originally wanted to block Chen Feng, but Jiang Yuhua's voice came from inside his headset. "Let them go." On the streets of the 5th arrondissement. It was already 6:30 in the morning. But the streets of the 5th arrondissement are still brightly lit. After the fog appeared, the darkness of the world was long, and it would not recede until 9 a.m. The bright neon lights are constantly flashing this. Chen Feng then called a taxi. He took James and the white zombie to the car. Inside the car, Chen Feng looked at the scene on the streets of the 5th district. Just now, the owner of the gym wanted to pay them compensation, which was completely impossible. Before coming again, Chen Feng had already done an investigation. It is normal for the stadium to die an average of several people a day. If the other party wants to see himself, he must want to understand why white zombies can't die. He knew that it was still too noticeable for him to send white zombies to fight black boxing today. But he couldn't help it, he had to get the money in a week. Otherwise, his next plan would not have been implemented at all. "I hope this stadium doesn't ask for trouble," Chen Feng muttered to himself. This ability to reach into the power of cinema is coveted by everyone. Before there is not enough self-protection ability. He must not be exposed. From the time he came to this world, Chen Feng knew the cruelty of this world. Ordinary people are completely like ants in front of warriors. He had seen with his own eyes how warriors killed ordinary people. Just provoke the warrior a little. Warriors can kill people on the street. The PCE security commissioner will not care at all, at most he will give a compensation and then admonish. The law of the jungle is a true portrayal of this world. The reason for this is also because of the fog. Alien beasts and monsters in the mist can attack the city at any time. It has reached the point where everyone is at risk. Chapter 14, The Advantages and Disadvantages of Technology and Martial Arts. Countdown 157, 1227. Shanghai City Samurai University. Chen Feng was listening to the class in class. After returning James and the white zombies to the hotel, he went back to school. He was 2 months away from graduation. Samurai University is not the same as the university in his previous life, and he can only go to his junior year here. As long as he successfully obtained his diploma, he did not have to go to military service. If you miss class, your credits will be deducted. The diploma may be postponed. Chen Feng, did you go outside to deliver takeaway again? A thin boy looked at Chen Feng and said. He was only sitting in an aisle position away from Chen Feng. Chen Feng nodded and said. Well, just delivered. The boy's name is Jiang Xing, and he is Chen Feng's only friend in this school. As for the others, they basically had little contact with Chen Feng. Chapter